was a report that was published in the last week or so by a very big and a very important organization here in Canada that talked about the deep existential crisis faced by Canadian capitalism. The crisis of productivity and the looming recession hanging over all of our heads, the crisis in the cost of living, and the crisis of the deepest inequality that we have ever seen in our history as a country, the crisis of the environment, which they have no solution for, no prospect for how to solve the problem. And what this report warned was that on the horizon there are possibilities of very deep mass movements, insurrectionary movements, against all of the political and all of the economic institutions in this country. Now, this was not a report that was published by communists or by revolutionaries. This was published by the RCMP, the more honest and forward-sighted representatives of the Canadian ruling class. They know that the writing is on the wall, and they know that revolution is coming. Now, for the first time in history, the communists agree with the RCMP. Canadian capitalism is in an existential crisis, and there will be mass insurrectionary movements. Hundreds of thousands of people are coming to the conclusion that something needs to fundamentally change. The same capitalist class that's driving down our living standards here in Canada is dropping bombs on refugee camps and on hospitals in Gaza. Every political party has blood on its hands. The problem is that atomized as individuals, faced up against the entire international system of capitalism, we're powerless. But organized together as a class, as the working class of all countries, there is not a force on earth that can stop us. And that's why on April 6th, communists from across the country, from coast to coast, are going out onto the streets to break through this isolation and to scream from every single rooftop that we're here, that we're ready to fight, and that we're building an organization that can lead the working class to topple this system once and for all. The RCMP is afraid of revolution. Let's give them something to really, really be afraid of.